So I'm almost 5 miles in to this morning's trail run. I actually just got to talk to somebody out here and run with somebody for probably about the last 4 miles. So that was cool to be able to talk and just share our experiences around running and talk about what we're training for. Not what I was expecting today on the trails, but if you have the opportunity to connect with somebody in a positive way, I'm not going to pass that up. About to hit 5 miles. At that point, I'll probably hit the turnaround and we'll make it a 10-mile trail run this morning. Easy pace after yesterday's track workout, and I was really looking forward to getting back out on the trails. Run complete. 11 miles is what I ended up doing. Beautiful run. Absolutely amazing morning here in Georgetown, Texas on the Tejas trails. I love a longer, easy run in the middle of the week. It always makes me happy to be able to get one of those in. So great morning. Now I'm gonna head home, get some food and get some work done. Back from this morning's run, I've eaten breakfast and I've cleaned up. And I was just thinking about trying to save some time this evening, going ahead and preparing dinner in the crock pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab the chicken that I got at the store yesterday, and I'm gonna grab some potatoes. I'm gonna put those in the crock pot. However, we don't have much outside of that. So I'm gonna see what we do have and try to piece together a good dinner that I can get going in the crock pot so that it's ready this evening, and I'll save some time in the long run. All right, let's see what we have outside of our main ingredients of chicken and potatoes. All right, primary issue I'm having here is that I wish I had bone broth. So bone broth is one of my favorite things to use in cooking. I will add it instead of water to white rice in the rice cooker. And then in this situation, I would typically have bone broth with the chicken. We do not have bone broth currently, and I'm not gonna go to the store today to get it. I do have an idea. All right, everyone's favorite part to preparing dinner is obviously putting the raw chicken in the crock pot and having to touch it with your hands. It's always fun. I'm realizing in this moment that I am not meant to be a cooking show host. Me and my friends. All right, here's what we're working with. We've got Frank's red hot sauce. I think that will work pretty well in combination with some water to make sure that the chicken isn't too dry. We've got smoked paprika. We've got this al pastor seasoning. And then we will season with sea salt to make sure that we've got some flavor in here. Now I have no idea how this is gonna work. I hope it turns out well, and I'll have an update for you in about 8 hours. But I'm pretty confident that if nothing else, it will be edible. So I'm just getting some work done right now. I'm editing a reel that I want to post on Instagram today, and I'm also taking some of the footage from the trail run this morning and getting it ready to add to this video as well. This is a point in my day where I really try to focus on sitting down, being present at my desk, and expressing myself in different ways beyond simply running and lifting. So, gonna get some work done. I'm actually searching for a job right now, and that in and of itself is a struggle. I feel like you're constantly being rejected when you're looking for job opportunities, and you start to feel that pressure mount. But one way that I've kind of allowed myself to, in a way, enjoy this time in my life is to dive into more things that can be hobbies, so that when I do find a job, I can continue to develop and devote time to those hobbies. But I'm more than simply my job, because I've fallen into that trap before. I become completely consumed by my work in the 8 to 5 hours that I'm at work, but also when I'm at home and when I should be able to be present in other ways. And my identity begins to get so wrapped up in something that's outside of myself. And the thing is, you can lose that at any moment. And when you lose one aspect of your life that you've invested too much into at the expense of other parts of yourself, that's something that you have to consider moving forward, of how do you balance your identity across these different areas. It's been a point of growth and a point of focus for me, and it's been hard. Like, growth is not easy any way that you look at it. So that is the stage of my life that I'm in right now, really focusing on these other aspects of my identity and who I am outside of professional life. A few hours of the crock pot cooking. Let's see how things are coming along. I think it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. That way things cook more evenly. I'm happy with it. It is coming up on 2 p.m. I actually just ate a second meal. This week so far, I've done my run in the morning, and then I've had breakfast, and then after about 2 hours to 3 hours of work, I've gone straight to the gym. However, yesterday, I noticed that after a hard run in the morning and then going straight to the gym after only one meal, I felt pretty tired, a little bit more beat up than usual, and not as strong. So I got in a second meal today, and I think that'll benefit my workout, which I'll do here in like probably 2 hours. For right now, I'm actually going to get outside. It's a beautiful day. I think we're getting close to 90 and the sun's out. So I'm actually gonna go and read a book. I'm getting pretty close to the end. I always find that I struggle to finish a book the closer I get to the end. So I'm gonna go give myself some dedicated reading time in the middle of the day while I have that opportunity. So today's workout, it is Thursday. I hit legs. I was actually gonna hit legs yesterday, but there's a trend that I'm noticing that I feel really beat up after a track workout, like to the point that my legs are almost a little bit sore and I don't feel as mobile as I do either the day before or the day after. So I ended up hitting back yesterday and then legs today. And I was still a little hesitant going into today's leg workout. I'm noticing that with volume and intensity of running being high, that training in the gym, as far as lifting, specifically compound movements like squat and deadlift, are harder, or at least I'm more hesitant to do it because my body doesn't feel great going into the workout. However, what I've always said, especially since I've gotten into running with lifting, is that there are days where you can push and you're gonna walk out of the gym feeling a little bit more beat up than when you walked in because you pushed yourself so hard. And that's kind of the case with my track workouts. I walk up to the track and I feel fresh, and then after the workout I feel beat up because I put a lot of stress on my body. However, that stress also promotes growth as long as there's recovery within that. But with lifting, there are many days,
especially if you have a focus on running or some other activity outside of your strength training. There are many days that you have to walk into the gym and your main goal is to walk out of the gym feeling better than when you did when you went in. So for me today, that looked like still hitting legs and still doing the same movements that I had planned for. However, I didn't focus on lifting heavy weight or pushing myself to a point that could be detrimental to future performance and also my body's health. I focused on range of motion, the movements and the techniques of the movements that I was doing, and just activating the specific muscle that I was focused on working. Just keep that in mind if you're doing this hybrid athlete approach and you're running and lifting. If your main focus is to run and achieve a running goal, you're not going to feel 100% every time you walk in to strength train. And oftentimes you're going to have to sacrifice in some way at the expense of your goal. But when you do that, you can also shift the mindset and the goal. And instead of always trying to push yourself to the limit, you can just say, today I want to walk in the gym, I want to do the work, and I want to walk out feeling better than when I went in. Today, I feel great because of the strength training, so I'm happy with it.
You good? Okay. 12.25 miles complete. It was not as hot when I started as it is right now, but it's Texas. We're going into summer, so a good challenge to keep the heart rate low on these easy long runs. But we went just under 2 hours today. It was 12.25 miles at an 8:26 minute per mile pace. Good run. Focusing tomorrow on taking an off day from running. It's been about 12 days since I've taken a day off from running. I felt it this week, especially in strength training and raising that intensity and volume. So tomorrow's gonna be a recovery day. That way we can go into next week strong and hit a big track workout Tuesday morning. Let's go.
Now, I want to talk about why a vlog, because you may notice that there are a few videos on my channel. However, it's not something that I've done really consistently at all until this point. I wanted to start vlogging right now at this stage of my life because it's going to be a collection of moments that I want to remember. So I want to do this vlog on a consistent basis, probably about once per week, to remember and document this stage of my life. Because to be completely transparent, it feels like the hardest moment of my life, at least until this point. And it's something that I want to be able to document and look back on, and also in the moment of editing the vlog, be able to reflect on specific parts of my life. I also am excited for the creative aspect of it and learning some new ways to edit and film videos, as that's something that I've kind of enjoyed doing. So that is why I am starting the vlog. Now, I will definitely make it a point of focus to provide value through these videos. I really enjoy the training that I do with both running and lifting, and I'm enjoying some of the things that I'm diving into personally as well. So I want to provide value in some way for anyone who is watching these vlogs, and some lessons that I'm learning along the way. What you can not expect to see is a highly developed production. I'm going to get better at editing throughout the process of creating these vlogs. However, right now, it's just going to be some documentation of each week of my life. That also carries over into why you currently see vlog and then 3 numbers, 00, in this case 1. I saw that from Nick Bear and I thought it was really cool to put a number to the vlog. I'm used to podcasting where on my podcast, the Elevate Your Running podcast, I put episode number and then whatever episode we're on. And I really enjoy being able to see those episodes go up in number and now be at a point where I'm close to 100 episodes recorded of the podcast. So I'm going to attach a number to these vlogs to encourage myself to continue posting on a regular basis, and maybe one day we will have 100 representing 100 vlogs. My plan for this channel is to post other forms of content as well. It's all something that I want to create in this library called YouTube. I hope that you will continue to join on future vlogs and videos that I upload to the channel. If you have not already done so, please subscribe and be on the lookout for more videos. Thank you for watching Vlog 001.